My internet feels slower. Should I contact my tech support? Well, honestly, probably not. If you want to be really sure that you are in fact getting a slower than you're paying for service, then you're going to have to do is called a direct connection speed test. To do so, you're going to have your connection from your phone jack or your wall outlet right to your modem, and from your modem directly to your computer. You have to bypass your router. ISPs can't troubleshoot your router. Now, if you have a modem-router combination, it's important that you try to isolate all other devices from the network and just make sure that you're only testing one device at a time. For instance, I have a direct connection from my computer to my modem. I'm going to run a speed test here. Quickly, just going to Google, writing speed test, and run it. While this runs, it's going to reach out to the server that it's communicating to. Now, I believe mine is going to reach out to Vancouver, British Columbia, where I am in between Alberta and BC. I have a DSL connection which on average has a 7 megabits per second download and 1 megabit per second upload. This is showing me rather slow. It's actually average from here, and the latency is 45 milliseconds. That is the seconds in time that it takes for my modem here to reach all the way to the server in Vancouver and make it back. There's a couple things to realize when you're doing the speed test. Megabits per second is what you're getting advertised as what you're purchasing. It means that I'm paying for 7 megabits per second down, 1 megabit per second upload. So if I'm downloading a 7 megabit file, it wouldn't necessarily just take 1 second. Things that could happen when your speed test is in fact going slower than normal. There could be noise on the line. Noise on the line means interference. Interference causes slowness. Slowness is really going to be felt as a packet loss, and packet loss is what turns out to your slow speeds. A lot of things cannot be helped. A couple things to look for if you are downloading and say your speed test ran lower than your advertised speed. It could be a download. As I said, you really want to isolate other devices from the network when you're checking your speed, because the last thing you want is to see that, oh, something was downloading and now all my speed tests are baloney. So when I ran that speed test, there was no Windows updates going on at the time. If there was, you would see a list here of what needs to be downloaded, what is currently downloading. Just because you have finished the download, it doesn't mean the community has. Windows puts updates out all at the same time. Your computer, your neighbor's computer, everyone down the road, the school, all those computers are updating at the same time. So just because you're done doesn't mean the bottleneck in the community is completed. If the continued slow speeds always happens, it could be the area, and it could be the community that needs to upgrade. Communities don't upgrade on their own. ISPs won't do it for them. It's a municipality that has to invest in it. So, run the speed tests. If the speed tests are below average, get in contact with your internet service provider. If you have any questions, leave a comment in the questions below.